Hey, hello, and welcome to my front porch jam. Hope you're doing well. Doing great here. Had a nice productive day. Had a nice productive few days. Doing what amounts to spring cleaning, but I'm doing it in the fall, so fall cleaning. And have really done a deep dive clean and got rid of a bunch of stuff. Threw out some stuff, took some stuff to Goodwill, all that. So it's made me feel especially productive here lately. And so I hope you're having a good week and weekend. So just wanted to take a look at a couple things here. I want to talk about a song and a couple of notes about this even before we get into the artist and song facts after the song. But the song we want to talk about tonight is Think I'm in Love by Eddie Money. I think that this is always just one of my favorite songs of this era for sure. It's such a great song, always enjoy hearing it. So hopefully can do it some justice with my Campfire / front porch stripped down version. But we will see. That's yet to be determined. But anyways, a couple notes about this song before we jump in. One thing right off the bat is it is tuned down a half step. So you tune to E flat and then all the other strings half step down, and when you do this, it changes the sound a bit. I was in a band that used to play mostly half step down. We occasionally played standard tuning as well. It does change the sort of tone of the song a bit. I would say that if you are going to play this solo and you're chilling by the campfire and you don't want to change tunings, you can play it in standard tuning. It'll be fine. The chords are played the same way either way. It's just just a note that if you're playing along with the recording or what have you, or if you're very much a traditionalist on playing Eddie Money songs, you'll want to play this half step down. So why do people play half step down? Well, I have some notes about that. The first note about that is that it is easier vocals because it lowers the pitch by a half step and makes it easier for singers to hit high notes. I won't be hitting any high notes unless it's by accident, but it could happen. So, warmer tone. Tuning down gives the guitar a deeper, warmer sound, okay? It adds richness and fullness to the chords and notes, so we'll see about that. You can bend the strings with ease. Let's put a couple of these things to the test here. If I can set down my drink. Also, have a lemon twist in there tonight. It's a nice little enhancement for drinks, so I would suggest checking that out. So anyways, we're saying richer, warmer tone. Is that a warmer tone? Okay, sure. Bending ease, let's see. So we can do... Yeah, I can bend that easily enough. Also, you might wonder why I'm always out here strumming guitar and stuff on the porch if I can play like blues riffs. Why I'm not doing that instead? Well, you can't really sing along to stuff like that, and it's a little different if you have a band playing with you as opposed to you trying to be the musician playing everything, right? So, anyways, so some famous examples of players that are half step down. Musicians like Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and Guns N' Roses have used half step tuning to create signature sounds. And it is a stylistic preference. Some guitarists prefer the tonal quality and tension of strings when tuned lower, finding it more comfortable to play. And yes, I'm reading off notes. I think you can tell by the way I'm reading that I'm reading it off. I like to keep things, pretty organic on the channel, but I was reading notes for that. So, and I'm sure you could probably call me out on that. Anyways, doing some prep for the show, and I called up the video. I hadn't watched it in a long time, but something jumped out at me. That is that it very much appears that Eddie Money and one of his guitar players in the band is wearing a seersucker suit, which is much like mine. So let's have a look here. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Okay, there we go, right? That's the same suit I got on. I just don't have a red tie right now. It's too hot for a red tie right now. Let's scroll down. Full shot there. Yep. So there you go. So yes, I think he is wearing a seersucker suit, which made me want to do a few notes about what a seersucker suit is. Let's talk for just a moment about that, and then we will finally get over to the chord chart, and then we'll go rock this out and come back with some artist and song facts. But anyways, the seersucker suit, I love them, and they are great for hot weather. They breathe very much so. Now you can wear these, and you don't really get hot at all. They're very soft, kind of stretchy. They are machine washable, so you can wash them. All kinds of good things about seersucker suits. The history of a seersucker is it comes from India, where it was known as the Shiro Shikar, meaning milk and sugar in Persian, referring to its alternating smooth and rough texture. The British colonialists adopted the fabric because of its light, breathable qualities, which made it excellent for a tropical climate. It's, I think, where I'm at in Indiana has turned into maybe not a tropical climate, but certainly it seems to be a desert climate this summer, being that it's 90 for like the next 2 weeks, and it has been like the entire summer, 90 plus. But anyways, so good time to have a seersucker suit on. Became popular in the United States in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, especially in the southern states where the fabric's lightweight, airy quality was ideal for the hot, humid climate. It was commonly used for workwear and uniforms. The transformation to high fashion is interesting. By the 1920s, seersucker suits started appearing in Ivy League colleges as students wore them as a stylish yet comfortable alternative to wool suits. They're 100 times better than a wool suit because I have wool suits too, and these are much better. So the material's distinctive puckered stripes and wrinkles give it a casual elegance, and it soon became associated with classic American summer style. So today, the seersucker suit remains a staple for summer weddings, garden parties, and other formal events where staying cool and looking sharp is essential. So, also for events, I keep banging into that. Also events like playing music on your front porch. So, okay. So now let's talk about the song. Okay, let me make a adjustment. All right, so here we go. The song is played fairly straightforward. It's not super difficult, but there are a couple of chord changes. So again, the chords themselves are pretty easy. So you have an E, A, E, B, and then there's just a C sharp minor, B, an A, and then a F sharp minor, and a G sharp minor. So anyways, how we do this there at the beginning is a little bit tricky, I guess, because you have to listen to the recording since it doesn't have any notes about time signature or anything like that with this. You have to listen to the song itself to get that down, but it's something like so it does it's sort of an upstroke on that B, and it's kind of a quick change there. So it's something like that, right? And then after that, it's just goes right into ooh, something's got a hold of me now. So you get the idea, just that, and then at the end of that, after the now, whoop, how about I play it right? Now, right? So that B, E right there at the end of that line or on this line actually, and all these, it's actually fairly quick. Also on the A at the end of the verse, there's a few upstrokes on that too. So it's burning like a love on fire on the A, right? So you'll get it down when you hear it and play along with it. It's not too bad, but it takes a little bit of kind of to listen, and there's a little bit of a feel to it as well. So you just have to be prepared for that. So then it's the chorus is C minor. Think I'm in love. Life's looking up. Think I'm in love. Can't get enough. Right? So, and then when it goes into that last one, it's gotta be love. And then it's same pattern from the beginning. right? So, and then other than that, that's about it. It just pretty much goes like that. So it's really more about getting the feel right than any particularly difficult chords. Oh, I'm sorry, I did leave out one part. So that's and I don't know if I'm gonna make it through the night. So it's kind of hard to do it out of when you're not in the midst of playing a song. But don't know if I can make it through the night. So it's F sharp, G sharp. Actually, these are minors. F sharp minor, G sharp minor, F minor, G sharp minor, A, E. Okay. And also, we'll make note on that G sharp minor. I've seen a few different variations on what that chord could be, depending upon whose version of this you're looking at. I've seen E and E/G. I've seen G sharp minor. To me, it sounds like G sharp minor. So that may be a point of, you know what? How about if I click the right thing? That may be a point of contention because I've seen different versions online, but you listen to it, you tell me what you think. If you want to switch that up, by all means, you can. To me, it sounds like a G sharp minor, so that's what I think. But if not, that's how I'm going to play it tonight, so we'll see. We'll go from there. But hopefully you have that all down. Those are pretty straightforward chords and everything, so you should be good. So let's go ahead and rock this out, and then we'll come back and do some song and artist facts. Go. Ooh, something's got a hold of me now. Feeling burning like a love on fire. Tired, babe. Don't leave me by myself tonight. Don't think I can make it through the night. Think I'm in love. My life's looking up. Think I'm in love. I can't get enough. Think I'm in love. It's gotta be love. Surrounds me, moving like a sea of madness. Pulls me, makes me do all the things I do for you. My mind, babe, thinking about you now. Don't know if I can make it through the night. Think I'm in love. My life's looking up. Think I'm in love. Can't get enough. Think I'm in love. It's gotta be love. Think I'm in love. No, no, no. Think I'm in love. My life's looking up. Think I'm in love. I can't get enough. Think I'm in love. It's gotta be love. Baby, how you do it? There must be something to it. Baby, know it's gotta be love. Oh, the magic in your hand, you made me understand. I know it's gotta be love. It's gotta be love. My life's looking up. Think I'm in love. All right, that was Think I'm in Love by Eddie Money, as interpreted by me on my front porch. And I don't know. It felt like the song was harder to play than I expected, but I did what I could with it. So enjoy. I want to go ahead and post it in the interest of scholarship and goodwill. I've posted worse. But I thought that song would be a little easier to play than what it turned out to be. So, but nonetheless, I don't think it was terrible, but I think that too many bar chords on an acoustic guitar is Probably not a great choice, but that's okay. That's in hindsight. We live and learn. But maybe you liked it. I don't know. So anyways, let's talk a little bit about what I know about this song and about Eddie Money, who's pretty interesting. Think I'm in Love is a 1982 hit single by American rock singer Eddie Money, featured on his album No Control. Co-written by Money and Randy Oda, who is also known for his collaborations with former Creedence Clearwater Revival member Tom Fogerty. The song marked a significant comeback for Money, revitalizing his career in the early 1980s. Chart performance, it was peaked at number 16 on the Billboard Hot 100, number 1 on the top rock tracks, number 11 on the Canadian RPM Top Singles chart, and the U.S. Cashbox Top 100 it reached number 21. By the end of 1982, the song ranked 58 on the U.S. Top Pop Singles for Billboard Year-End chart and number 37 on the Billboard's Top Rock Tracks Year-End. There you go. Think I'm in Love was Eddie Money's first top 40 hit in several years. Its success was instrumental in sparking a brief but impactful comeback for the artist. The song's energetic rock sound and catchy melody resonated with a wide audience, securing its place as a staple on classic rock radio stations where it continues to receive frequent airplay. I remember when it was new. Now it's classic rock. The music video for Think I'm in Love was one of the early successes on MTV, contributing to the song's popularity, incorporating elements from classic vampire movies. Eddie Money portrays a quasi-Dracula character. The video's mix of humor and horror tape tropes showcased Money's playful side and helped him stand out amongst other videos of the time. Its frequent rotation on MTV helped the song reach a much broader audience, exemplifying the growing importance of music videos and promoting singles during the 1980s. Indeed. The enduring appeal of Think I'm in Love has led to its inclusion in various films and television series such as Joe Dirt, Paul Blart Mall Cop, the miniseries Waco, the fourth season opener of the British sitcom Cuckoo, okay, never heard of that. These appearances have introduced the song to new generations, cementing its status as a classic rock favorite. Indeed. Album success. The parent album, No Control, is one of Eddie Money's most acclaimed works, partially due to the success of Think I'm in Love. The album helped reestablish Money as a significant figure in the rock and roll music scene. Critics praised the song for its robust vocal performance and its seamless fusion of rock and pop elements. The infectious chorus and relatable lyrics about the exhilaration of new love contributed to its widespread acclaim. Think I'm in Love became a staple in Eddie Money's live shows. His dynamic performances of the song were well received and often highlighted his concerts. The success of the music video demonstrated the power of MTV as a promotional tool for artists in the 1980s. It illustrated how engaging visuals could enhance a song's popularity and chart performance. The song remains one of Eddie Money's signature tracks. It is frequently included on greatest hits compilations and continues to be celebrated for its energetic vibe and timeless appeal. So, it not only rejuvenated his career, but also influenced other artists in embracing the potential of music videos to reach wider audiences. Success underscored the shifting landscape of the music industry in the 1980s, where visual representation became nearly as important as the music itself. Edward Joseph Money, born Edward Joseph Mahoney on March 21st, 1949, in Manhattan, New York, was a renowned American singer-songwriter known for his string of top 40 hits in the 1970s and 80s. Some of his most iconic songs include Baby Hold On, Two Tickets to Paradise, Think I'm in Love, Shakin', Shakin', Take Me Home Tonight, and Walk on Water. Used to play Shakin' in one of my bands all the time. She was shakin'. So, anyways, good song. His music blended pop and rock, and he became known as a working-class rocker with a distinct, accessible sound. In 1987, Money received a Grammy nomination for Best Male Vocal Performance for Take Me Home Tonight, solidifying his influence in the rock genre. Eddie was born into a large Irish Catholic family in Manhattan. His father, Daniel Patrick Mahoney, was a police officer, and his mother, Dorothy Elizabeth, was a homemaker. Raised in Levittown, New York, he also spent part of his adolescence in Woodhaven, Queens. He developed an interest in music early on, singing in the streets at age 11. As a teenager, he played in rock bands, partly to impress cheerleaders, though his rebellious streak led to his expulsion from high school for forging a report card. He eventually graduated from Island Trees High School in 1967. Following family tradition, Money initially pursued a career in law enforcement, enrolling as a trainee in the New York City Police Department at age 18. However, the conservative nature of police work clashed with his musical ambitions, especially the department's restriction on growing long hair. After working briefly as a clerk and a typist, he left the force in 1968 to focus on music. His bandmates, similarly uneasy about having a police officer in their group, fired him, further encouraging his decision. His father was disappointed with Eddie's choice, even going so far as to tear down his Jimi Hendrix posters. That'll show him. In 1968, Eddie relocated to Berkeley, California to immerse himself in the West Coast music scene. There he studied under famed vocal coach Judy Davis and adopted the stage name Eddie Money, humorously reflecting on his financial struggles at the time. This new identity would become synonymous with his eventual rise to fame as he began to chart numerous hit singles and establish himself as a major figure in the rock music of the late 20th century. Eddie Money's music career took off in the late 1970s after he moved to the San Francisco Bay Area, where he became a regular performer at local clubs. His big break came when legendary promoter Bill Graham noticed him, leading to a recording contract with Columbia Records in 1977. He released his self-titled debut album, which featured hits like Baby Hold On and Two Tickets to Paradise. The latter was inspired by Money's decision to visit his girlfriend despite lacking money, a theme reflective of his working-class persona. Money's early success continued as he opened for acts like Santana in 1978 and provided backing vocals for Kenny Loggins' I'm All Right in 1979. That's interesting. I did not know that. Though he later claimed he wasn't credited for his contribution. In the early 1980s, Money adapted to the rise of MTV, as we've already discussed, creating narrative-driven music videos for songs like Think I'm in Love and Shakin', further cementing his presence in the rock scene. His appearances on popular TV shows like The Midnight Special, Fridays, Solid Gold, and American Bandstand throughout the 1980s kept him in the public eye. His career hit a rough patch with the release of the 1983 album Where's the Party? The party was not with that album. It did not achieve much success. His comeback arrived in 1986 with a platinum-certified album Can't Hold Back. The album's lead single, Take Me Home Tonight, reached number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100. The song, featuring a line from the Ronettes' Be My Baby and sung by Ronnie Spector herself, earned Money a Grammy nomination for the Best Male Rock Vocal Performance in 1987. Other singles from the album, like I Want to Go Back and Endless Nights, also charted well, peaking at number 14 and 21, respectively. Money's next album, Nothing to Lose, in 1988, produced a top 10 hit Walk on Water and the top 40 hit The Love in Your Eyes. His live performances continued to be a key part of his career as he opened the summer concert season in Pine Knob Music Theater in Michigan for 27 consecutive years, beginning in 1992. That's wild. In addition to his music, Money contributed original songs to films like Americathon in 1979, Over the Top, and Back to the Beach, both in 1987, and Cuffs in 1992, as well as the theme song to the Disney cartoon Quack Pack in 1996. I did not know that. A lot of things in here I did not know. He was inducted into the Long Island Music Hall of Fame in 2008. In 2010, he performed a medley of his hits, including the Liberty Bowl halftime show. After his death on September 13th, 2019, his music career experienced a resurgence, with fans streaming Take Me Home Tonight more than 3.1 million times in just 3 days, an increase of 349%. His other songs were streamed 931% more during this period, reflecting his lasting influence on rock music. So there you go. Lots of cool stuff. Yeah, very interesting dude. I was growing up, there was a couple of bands and musicians who wore suits, and I thought it was a cool look. Maybe that's why I still wear one to this day. But I think it did have a big influence on me, because I tend to wear a suit a lot. Not just when I'm out here jamming on my porch, but the majority of the time, actually. But I think that it him. He was one of the inspirations for this, and I would say that Duran Duran. I thought that was always a good look, and bands of that ilk. I think bands like maybe not quite as close to related, but maybe like Spandau Ballet, things like that. A lot of those, not really the whole new romantic thing with like the ruffled shirt and stuff. That'd be a bit much. But as far as the as far as that is wearing the the suit and everything, that look kind of like what he's doing in the video, what I'm wearing here, things like that. Definitely those bands. Robert Palmer, another one, always had a suit on, so I always thought that was a good look. Bowie, that's another one. David Bowie. Now, certainly throughout his career, he most certainly did not a lot of times, but his 80s look was definitely that. And so, anyways, maybe that's why I have a seersucker suit on right now. I don't know. Anyways, have a good evening, afternoon, morning, whenever you're watching this, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.